It is a festive atmosphere at Harrisburg, Arkansas, and welcome to Newport Greyhound football. The Hounds on the road, and for the first time all year long, the Harrisburg Hornets are at home playing on their home field. The reason they haven't been at home all year long is because their AstroTurf field has not been finished until just this week. They got to practice on it a couple of times. It's homecoming night. There's a huge crowd on hand, and fellas, welcome to Cable Channel 15 TV and the Newport Greyhounds. The Hornets are 5-0, and Ben, I'll start with you. It ought to be a classic. On paper, it looks like a classic. Somebody's going to win a football game tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. We're in the conference play, so you don't ever know about anybody. Newport traditionally is always going to get the best of whoever we're playing. They're going to be fired up to play the Greyhounds. We've got that target on our back like Hayden and I have talked about throughout the year. But expect them to come out fired up, but also the Hounds, I think we're going to play pretty well tonight. Well, there's no doubt with there's a couple of guys that from the Batesville Pioneers that are on the coaching staff here, Coach Thornton and Coach Nick Palazzi, and they bring a winning tradition and a winning program into Batesville, and these guys will be fired up and ready to play. And, Hayden, when you play on emotion can only last so long, and then talent takes over.
Absolutely, and the Hounds are going to lead off where they left off last week against Hoxie. I mean, the offense just came out, offensive line once again. I think we had over 550 yards of total offense last week, and of course the defense showing up. They get a late touchdown late, but never in the game did we feel like we were ever going to be down or lose that game. And I expect the Hounds to come out very hot and early.
Harrisburg Hornets have won the toss and have elected to receive, so the Hounds will get the football to start the second half. Pregame show brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates, 2803 Van Dyke Road, 523-3693. And I thank Coach Palazzi for his kindness of helping us. I came over a couple of days ago, and he helped us get set up. We're in the visitor stands, but we're in a nice, secluded location. We are in the elements. It's kind of cool tonight. Coldest night of the year by far. Cold front came through on a Friday afternoon, and I'd say it's probably, it's 52, 53 degrees and supposed to get down in the 40s before the game ends. But looking forward to a great football game here, Ben.
Oh, yes, sir. No doubt about it. Anytime like I said, you're in the conference, it's always fun to watch these games, and this is going to be a big deciding factor, in conference seeding, who wins this game here. Harrisburg undefeated, Newport 4-1. Two good quality football teams going to go at it tonight.
WRMC Medical Complex in Newport at 2200 Malcolm Avenue, Suite A, 512-2560. You can get family care at the Newport Diagnostic Clinic with Dr. Lawson and Dr. Hunt, and services including at the clinic over there, cardiac rehab, imaging service including X-ray, MRI, laboratory work, pain management, physical therapy, and a lot of specialty care type satellite clinics from wound care to orthopedic care, obstetrics and gynecology, general surgery, and cardiology, all at WRMC Medical Complex in Newport. And Fathead Pizza Company, formerly the U.S. Pizza Company at 1204 Highway 367 north of Newport. Clean, newly remodeled building, and they bring you the Facebook Live reports at the start of the football game. Great pizza, salad, sandwiches. Call ahead for your order at 201-1313. Former Newport Greyhound great Joey Hembry and younger brother Marcus running. It's their business. Fathead Pizza. That's Fathead. That's one word, and it's all caps. Guys, the Hounds will kick off. Great crowd from the Newport Greyhounds. We're in their stands. We're in our stands, so we'll have a friendly crowd with us tonight. It should be an outstanding football game, and I'm already cold. Now, we're the play-by-play. Here's Hayden Schultz.
First Community Bank Kickoff, where community come first. 2525 Malcolm in Newport, Arkansas, where online banking done right. Clemmy Alcorn's going to kick off for the Hounds. Clemmy going to kick it deep, field it around the 22-yard line, but he did call a fair catch. And they'll take it there.
Yeah, he looked like he might want to try to run with it after he kind of waved at it. It was kind of a semi-fair catch. I don't know if he was looking to get a late hit or what was going on, but this referee back there was on top of it.
I would say that our angle is probably about as low as we've ever been at any place. We're really close to the field we don't have a lot of height and a lot of depth in our. So we'll just do the best we can on calling it. Hopefully you can see it well on the screen. First down and 10 for a Harrisburg offense that has put up massive amounts of points, 198 already on the year.
Expect them to go quick game early, something over the middle. They're going to try to sling the ball around. I don't believe they can run the football on us.
A big offensive line for the Hornets.
Under center wing formation. Here comes motion, far side, fake, fullback dive. Trying to kick outside. Jadarius Reed and a host of Hounds are going to be there. And push. The ball's on the ground. Darren Davis got the football when it was stripped, and then they call him down. So
called the ball dead.
They're going to mark him down around the 32-yard line, bring up 2nd and short for the Hornets.
All effort there, guys. He was hit near the line of scrimmage, and that's the type of effort that you expected the Hornets to have tonight.
Well, these guys come into the game thinking that they're going to be the conference champions, and, you know, there's still 4 quarters to go, so that's yet to be determined, but I believe the Hound defense will make a statement tonight. 2nd and short, here we go.
Under center again for the Hornets. Run the double wing formation. Here comes the motion again. Here's the snap. Quick toss. Played well by the Hounds.
Woo, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. Just textbook play by the Hound defense. Number 62 there, Justin Simmons, along with others on the tackle. It will be enough for a first down.
Nothing fancy on the first couple of plays. Just running the football between the tackles and enough for a first down, and the ball resting the 33-yard line.
It appears Harrisburg's going to try to run some clock and keep this offense, as you see them huddle up here, letting some time roll here.
Been the strategy against the Greyhounds all year. We saw it last week against Hoxie, and these guys will run the 40-second clock down inside the 10 before they snap the football, and it's good strategy for those guys. A healthy-looking offense for the Hornets.
Quarterback under center again. Just a halfback dive, offset. And it's going to be brought down, a gain of about 5 on the play.
Justin Simmons along with Monquel Cox in on the tackle. Bring up 2nd down and about 5.
Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davison Crew at 2200 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Convenient drive-through window. Norman Baker Pharmacy supporting the Newport Greyhounds. Sam's Diner in downtown Newport. You looking for lunch? We got great lunch. We're there for breakfast time. Come visit with us at Sam's Diner.
Down. 5 yards to go for the Hornets.
Haven't seen Donovan Biggers in yet, still nursing that ankle injury, but he is dressed out, so you might see him here.
9:35 to play in the opening quarter. No score.
Motion far side, ball's on the ground. We'll see who comes up with it. Harrisburg has the football, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Where the defense for the Hounds has been so successful is having guys behind the chains, making them make the 3rd downs and 6s and 7s and 8s. This is a good time to ball our backs right here for the Hound defense.
That's right. Put the pressure on them when it's 3rd and long, and we've done a great job all year at doing that. 9:05 to go. Clock continues to move here in the first quarter. Still no score at Harrisburg.
I expect the Hornets, I know these guys, I expect them to go long count first.
Now in the shotgun. Got to watch the tight end. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Pressure. Just throws up a prayer, and it's going to come up incomplete.
We get a late hit.
Or a flag comes in. I have no reason why. Don't know why.
Flag about the 42-yard line.
Clock will stop at 8:46 to go here in the first quarter. And we're hashing out the penalty here.
They call pass interference on the defense. It has to be a catchable ball. That ball was nowhere near catchable, but we don't argue.
Penalty. That'll be good for another Harrisburg Hornets.
Hornets have the football inside Greyhound territory, just inside the 50. We'll officially call it the 49. And again, these guys will run clock, and after the penalty, a 25-second clock.
Territory this evening.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. Under center again. Here's the snap. Straight dive up the middle. Caden Johnson in on the tackle. He will have enough for a first down. Give him 12 on the play.
Just a power play to the left side. They got the blocking. They blocked down. They led with the fullback, and just a big first down play for Harrisburg. These guys are on the attack. They've been fired up here tonight.
8 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Harrisburg looks like they're knocking on the door of a score. They're trying to drive this thing down here and burnt up quite a bit of time here.
It's a big football game in their history. I mean, they're 5-0, and they haven't been 5-0 just, one time in the last several years. First time in a long, long time. Trying to go to 6-0 and take the front-runner role in the conference championship run.
1st and 10. Here's the snap dive once again. Trying to bounce outside. Clemmy Alcorn just grabs him by the ankle and is going to bring him down.
Jacob Wallace on the carry.
And now Biggers checking into the ball game.
Alcorn.
Caden Johnson checking out. Caden did a very outstanding job last week at the corner position.
Yes, he did. Did a great job. 7:52. Clock continues to roll here in the first quarter. No score here at Harrisburg.
2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line for the Hornets. Quarterback under center again, double tight formation. Here's the snap, going dive. Played well, Jakeevan Davis is all over it. No gain on the play, going to bring up another big 3rd down here.
Look for them to go to put the ball in the air right here. We got to bring some pressure and get that guy in a hurry, and maybe we can force a turnover or force a punt right here.
Well, obviously these guys have a couple of downs to get 8 yards. Ball at the 34-yard line, I guess.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up
3rd and 8 at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter.
Justin Simmons, Tyler Johnson, Kevon Dixon. Going to be the front line for the Hounds.
And we'll have to apologize. Our
toss play, played well. He's just going to stick his head down. Justin Simmons is going to bring him down.
Should have been down way back. The official on that side over here says he's down right there, and they're going to move it up. Watch that official bring it back. He's not going to bring it back.
Ball's going to be spotted around the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 5.
3-yard gain. That'll bring up 4th down and about 5 yards.
The guy
for the Hornets.
Tyler Johnson was initially there, thought he went down, but Justin Simmons going to bring him down, and it's going to be a big 4th down here for the Hound defense.
And we will apologize to people that we don't blame them for
double tight
feet.
Formation. He's going to try to throw. Chris Reynolds bringing pressure. He's got a man wide open. He's going to catch it. It's going to be a touchdown Hornets.
On a 4th down and 5, and we get 5 yards behind our secondary. And the Harrisburg Hornets drive it almost 80 yards, 77 yards, I guess, start the 23, 77 yards for the score, and they take the early 6-0 lead with 5:54. Just a great play call, and they got behind our secondary. The Hounds did not account for someone on a busted assignment.
It's one of those plays you don't want to give up. Can't afford to give up, but we did.
Extra point is good. Harrisburg leads it here 7-0 over the Hounds with 5:54 to go in the first quarter.
42 Sports, Alan Russell, Facebook Media, supporting smaller classification football. In-depth reporting for 4A, 3A, 2A high school sports. Get on Facebook and like our page at 42 Sports. You know, we're going to have the Bad Boy Mower Collision of the Week and the Coach Hansley Show, sponsored by Subway at the end of the broadcast. The Cal Motors Player of the Game also. And the football game brought to you by Jackson's Funeral Home, the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, and the White River Area Agency on Aging, next door to Glass Plus at 1200 Highway 367 North. We have certified home care assistants and working directly under a registered nurse. If you need our services, give us a call at 523-4982. Harrisburg with a methodical drive.
Yeah, ate up half of the first quarter.
Expect anything right here in a big conference game. Both teams undefeated, so don't be surprised they hit an onside kick, but another First Community Bank kickoff. And they're going to kick a high kick fielded around the 28-yard line. Ball's on the ground. Jadarius Reed fumbled it. And they're going to mark it Harrisburg Hornet football.
Well, not a good way to start there.
They had the momentum coming in this game, but you knew that the stakes were high for them. Opening up homecoming with Newport is something typically you don't do. Newport, you don't schedule them because that's a team that you know you're going to get your best out of. And right now the Hornets have all the momentum going here in the first quarter.
Defense has got to blow their back. We've got to have a big stop right here and get some of that, if not all of that momentum back. First and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Harrisburg with a big break here, and the Hornets trying to go up a couple of scores here.
Running the wing tee again. Here's the snap, just a quick dive play. Going to get a few on it. Host of Hounds there.
On the carry.
Haven't seen the wing tee since week 1 against Pottsville.
Traditionally, down through the years, the Greyhounds have struggled with this wing tee, slow roll offense.
Gain of 7 yards on the play to bring up second down.
But you just got to bow your backs right here, get a big stop, and let the offense go to work. I mean, a team that's averaging over 40 points a game, you got to have them on the field. Second at about 4 from the 22.
5:14 to go. Clock continues to move here in the first quarter. Harrisburg leads at 7-0 over the Hounds.
Here comes motion, far side. Just a quick toss, played well. He's going to break a tackle. Big hit right there. I believe Jakeevan Davis is in on that. Boy, we had it sniffed out right there. Tyler Johnson in the backfield quick.
Yep, he was back there, man. Just couldn't come down with the tackle. That guy made a good move to get away from him, and we just got to keep making plays. We got to just continue to grind it out. This team is not going to go away. They're going to play 4 quarters of football, and they believe in their minds that they're the best team in this conference.
There is no flag.
Give him 1 on the play. Make it 3rd and 3 from the 21.
4:38 to go here in the first quarter. Score is 7-0. Harrisburg over the Greyhounds.
A couple of big plays coming up here. Harrisburg just, real strong-looking athletes up front in the offensive line and just powering the football against that defensive front against the Greyhounds right now.
Here's the snap, quick dive. Kevon Dixon's all over it at the nose guard position. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2.
Got to play smart right here. Got to watch the football.
Clock right at 4:05 here in the first quarter. Hounds still trail 7-0 over the Hornets.
Yeah, played 8 minutes here, guys, and the Hound offense has not run a play.
That's right.
Don't fall asleep here in the secondary. But now that they've done that, you got to honor the run, too, on 4th and 2. This is what Harrisburg wants.
Yeah,
you got to bow your back.
They want you thinking run, and then, like you say, they'll come up, try to sneak over the top. Come on, defense. Make a big play. 3:37 to go. Clock continues to roll here in the first. 4th down and 2 for the Hornets.
Quick slant.
Harrisburg elects to call a timeout with 3:29 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, guys, it's a big play in the football game, no doubt, coming up. I mean, Berg's trying to go up by a couple of scores right here, and a team that's got a lot of momentum going right here. They've got their crowd in. It's their homecoming game, first time to play on the turf. We mentioned all those things early in the broadcast. And the Hounds, like you say, it's just it's an early play. I mean, still a lot of game left, but a huge play in this football game coming up right here. I expect them to power the football just right off tackle like they have been. They've had some success doing that. You know, they tricked us a while ago on 4th and 5 throwing the football, but this is 4th and maybe 1 or 2 at the most. So I expect them to just power the football right at the Greyhounds. Ben Black's Lawn Care and Sprinkler System. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, White River Health System at 501 Virginia Drive, Suite C. Dr. Allen, Dr. Angel, Dr. Carpenter, Dr. Greer. Chad Grady, APRN, and Josh McIntosh, APRN, all at White River Health Systems in Batesville. Big play in a football game right here, guys.
Yeah, huge play right here. We got to have a stop. 4th and 2 for the Harrisburg Hornets. They're trying to go up by 2 scores right here. You got to stop them.
From the 20, 4th and 2. Here's the snap. Going to give it to the big man. Played well, Justin Simmons.
And he didn't get it.
Huge for the Newport Greyhounds.
Now let's let this high-octane offense go to work.
Big series for the Hound defense because of the fumble at the 28-yard line by the kickoff receiving team, and Harrisburg couldn't take advantage of that, and now the Hound offense is explosive as they have been. Let's see if they can get points on the board here.
1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 21. Here comes motion. Here's the snap. Going to give it to outside to Theron Davis. Theron Davis putting his head down. Going to get about 6 on the play.
Well, just a good job of Theron with the tremendous speed to get outside and make a little move and gain some positive yards. That's what we got to continue to do, just move that football and move those chains. 3:13 to go as the clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. 7-0 Harrisburg here in the first.
2nd and 3 after the gain of 7 from the 28. Here's the snap. Give this to Cox. Cox off tackle. Cox is going to stick his head down and be brought down around the 30-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and about 1.
Well, good tough running there by Monquell. Not a lot there. That hole just kind of caved in. There's some big old boys up there on that defensive line. 2:56 to go. Clock continues to move here in the first. 3rd down and 2 for the Hounds. Let's see what Coach Hinesley and Coach LeVar draw up here.
Cox in at the tailback position. Reynolds and Jadarius here on the close sideline, and here's the snap. We're just going to give it to Reed outside Jadarius. He's going to stick his foot in the ground, and Jadarius is going to be brought down for a loss there, and it's going to bring up a big 4th down here.
You know, just give those guys credit. They just played that extremely well. I guess they saw it coming and had their guys right where they needed to be and made a play.
I guarantee you they watch film all week, and they know that they don't have the speed with us, so you're going to have a guy play a little bit wider, and they're not going to let you get the edge here. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 8 from the 29-yard line. Excuse me, 24-yard line.
Hound punt team on the field.
Clemmy Alcorn's going to punt for the injured Colin Hill. They bring pressure. It's going to be a high punt. They have nobody pinned deep. And it's going to roll and be marked right at about the 39-yard line.
Clock just under 2 minutes at 1:46. Harrisburg will take over near the 40-yard line.
Robert Turner, your Newport Edward Jones financial advisor, is a proud sponsor of Greyhound football. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. You can call or stop by Robert's office at 2802 Stegall Road for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Yeah, another big defensive series, boy. This football team is well prepared. They're well coached. They're athletic. Maybe a little bit better than what I thought they were going to be.
Lacey's Welding.
They move the ball up to the 40-yard line now. First and 10 for the 40, 1:46 remaining in the first quarter. Hornets in the wing T. Here comes motion far side. Going to hand it off up the middle. And they're going to bring him down some extra shoving. Motion's running high in this ball game.
Well, this one here could be potentially for all the marbles. Like you say, this is a deciding factor of the conference seedings. Who wins the conference outright, how you get into the playoffs, if you get into the playoffs.
2nd and 5 for the Hornets from the 45. Yeah, Ben, talk about typically in this conference, it's Newport, Osceola, Hoxie. Every once in a while, Walnut Ridge will sneak up on you. But Harrisburg is just making a name for themselves this year.
Yeah, they look like a completely different bunch out here tonight.
Yeah, they're 5-0. Got a good quality football team.
2nd and 5. Wing T once again. Here's the snap. Fumble. Ball's on the ground. We'll try to sort this out. I believe Harrisburg recovered it. Give him 1 on the play to bring up 3rd and about 4.
Right here, you don't want to give up the cheap one. You need to watch the football, look for the no call.
Amazing that the first quarter is just about ready to come to an end, and the Hound offense has run 3 plays and 0 points here in the first quarter.
And that is all strategy. They knew coming in that they had to keep our offense off the field to have a chance. Just, slow us down. Well, we're fixed to get on a roll, and we're fixed to score us about 28.
3rd down and 4, and another big play for the Hound defense.
Going shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Going to look to throw. Just going to throw up. He's got a man wide open, and it's going to come up incomplete. And bring up 4th down with 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Now we'll see if Harrisburg elects to punt.
Well, that kid there, he just
he was wide open.
He was wide open. He just 5-6 yards deeper than our deepest guy, and he just didn't come down with the catch. Boy, we caught a break right there.
What will the Hornets do here on 4th and 4?
Another big 4th down here. It appears Harrisburg's bringing on the punt team. Don't be shocked, though. Don't be shocked if Harrisburg tries to do a fake here early.
Okay.
Big 4th down. Hounds fans on their feet.
We got to watch the football right here.
Here's the snap, and he will punt it, and it's a good booming punt. It's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it, but that's going to conclude the first quarter. Your Hounds trail here 7-0 over the Hornets.
Hounds are going to get pretty good field position here on the short punt, and that'll be the end of the quarter. Hounds lead trailing, as you say, 7-0. Sonic drive in out there on the highway, and they're beautifully built building, and don't miss their happy hour. They have happy hour 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoons. When I go, I always go by and get me a large unsweet tea for $1, and then double cheeseburger, maybe some cheese sticks and onion rings, whatever the case may be. They've got it all. It's all fresh.
Triple bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, well, I like a triple with an extra patty, which makes it a quadruple. Sonic in Newport offering great opportunity for young people to work while attending high school or college. Sonic hires many of our local young people, and we appreciate that. ASU Newport is indeed a great place to start. And if you think of ASU Newport as your guide to a life-changing journey, there's no doubt about that. They take pride in keeping overall costs low and standards very high. Health professions, EMT and paramedic programs now offered. EMT is a one-semester program, and the EMT is looking forward to new students enrolling now. And the Newport offense back on the field. We're going to have to crank up some offense here, guys. Farmers Tire Mart, you need tires. We recommend the friendly folks at Farmers Tire Mart, the Bain family.
Hounds going to get good field position after the punt from the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Darren Davis in at the ball game at tailback. Cox is going to go out wide with the Reynolds. Jadarius Reed also out wide. Clemmy Alcorn also. Here's the snap. Give is to Davis. Fake. Quarterback keep right up the middle. Eli's still on his feet across the 40. Puts his foot in the ground, and Eli's going to get across midfield and finally be pushed out of bounds around the 47-yard line.
Hey, that's another Greenway Equipment Company first down. GoGreenway.com.
Yeah, first time we called Greenway's name tonight on the 4th offensive play for the Hounds here to start the second quarter, and it's a big play by Eli Alcorn.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Reynolds, Alcorn, and Cox. Reed by himself. Davis at the tailback. Here's the snap. The give is to Davis getting outside there, and stiff arm, and it's going to be brought down for a loss.
Number 2, Deron Davis on the carry. Brought down about the line of scrimmage.
Loss of about 1 on the play.
On the play by number 28, Ross Heath.
Well, Ross Heath was just an outstanding play. I watched him on Channel 8 this week, and he had that thing diagnosed from the very beginning.
Coming from the free safety position there. Might see an RPO here if we do that again.
11-13 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-0 to the Harrisburg Hornets.
2nd and 12 from the 49. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli's got time. Chris Reynolds open. Chris Reynolds going to stick his head down and be brought down around the 34-yard line. Enough for a first down for the Hounds.
I like that slow motion little jig he did. That little stop and go. Just give himself a few more yards there. Good job of running after the catch. Good throw by Alcorn to Reynolds.
Chris is that he's just a receiver that's a possession type guy, a guy that can get you the 6, 8, 10 yards and a first down. Great throw by Eli, an exceptional catch by Chris.
1st and 10 now for the Hounds. Trips to the top of your screen. Davis by himself at the bottom. Here's the snap. Give is to Monquell up the middle. Monquell Cox brought down around the 32-yard line. Give him a couple. Make it 2nd and 8.
Bank of England Mortgage Company, if you need a loan for a home, you're buying your first home, your second, your third, or fourth, or you're refinancing the one that you currently live in, the Bank of England Mortgage Company in the Village Mall, Kenny Thaxton and Sally Long.
10:31 to go. Clock continues to move here in the second.
Here's the snap. Give this to Cox up the middle. Monquell is going to be brought down around the 30. We had trips over there on the far side and only had 2 guys guarding us. And I believe Hinesley's telling him right now, you should have kept that. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 here for the Hounds from the 30.
Clock moving here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-0.
Gideon Ball, Jagger Robinson, Chaser Prince, Justin Simmons, and Big Weston Henderson, the offensive line for the Hounds tonight.
Those guys do a marvelous job up front.
Well, you can't brag on them enough for the job they do.
Big 3rd and 6 here from the 30. Here's the snap. Fake. Eli looking to throw. He's got Clemmy wide open. Clemmy's going to catch it, put his foot in the ground. Clemmy's going to have a first down and more. Clemmy Alcorn running the guy over. It'll be brought down around the 10-yard line.
That first down is brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. GoGreenway.com.
We need a Bratcher Real Estate score right here.
Here it comes.
Didn't have the guy out of the flats there. Clemmy wide open, bringing pressure off the edge. Eli escapes it and has a guy open. It's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 9. 4 wide, Cox at the tailback. Here's the snap. Give us to Cox up the middle, a little shimmy. Cox is finally going to be brought down around the 2-yard line, maybe the 1.
Looks like they spot him at the 1-yard line. 9:12 to go. Clock continues to move here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-0 to the Harrisburg Hornets.
Hounds go quick. Here's the snap, just a quarterback sneak, and touchdown Hounds.
The touchdown brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. We covered some real estate there. Go check out all the listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Both sideline officials said touchdown. Now the White Hats coming over here to talk.
Yeah,
Both guys said it.
Yeah, they can't call that one off. That's got to be a touchdown. And if the thank you, sir.
Clemmy Alcorn came in there, ran quick, didn't really get to say what we wanted to, but ran the King Kong formation. Clemmy just under center and just sticks his head down. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Hounds as we await the point after.
Hounds have really struggled with this. Really struggled.
Snap, hold, kick is no good from Christian Timms. And the Hounds trail here 7-6 with 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, I know we work on it. I know we continue to work on it. We've just had our issues with trying to get someone that can kick it through the uprights. And let me tell you what, it's a very difficult job to do. And if you've never done it before, generally speaking, those kids that have been doing it have done it all their lives or started early out in their backyard, started kicking it through their little goalposts that they had as kids. And it's not something that you can just pick up and say, you know, I'm gonna be the kicker this week. I mean, it's very, very difficult to do. But the Hounds get within a point and played well defensively the last couple of series. Harrisburg had a big drop of a pass. It was almost another touchdown pass. And
well, there's a huge break for the Hound defense there. Allowed us to get a turnover there on 4th down.
And a very deliberate offense by the Hornets. Hounds only had the ball a couple of times.
This kickoff is brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first. 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport.
Clemmy Alcorn going to kick it deep once again for the Hounds. It's going to hit around the 25, and then it's going to pick it up, stick his head down, and a big lick right there, Jadarius Reed.
Woo, Monquell Cox out here battling a guy to the turf.
How about a bad boy collision of the week there, maybe?
Put him in the clubhouse.
Put him in the clubhouse.
I like it. Harrisburg comes out fired up. It's their homecoming, you know, their first time to play on this new turf. But I think these these Hounds here have probably had about enough of that.
Well, like David said earlier, emotion only runs so long, and then the athletes take over. And you talking about an athletic bunch in the Newport Greyhounds on both sides of the football. 1st and 10 for the Hornets, spotted at the 35-yard line. Double tight 3-back. Here's the snap, and they're going to do a quick toss, cutting up field. It's going to be brought down for a gain of about 3.
8:46 to go. Clock continues to move here in the second quarter.
Offensive game plan for Harrisburg is to run the football right at the Newport Greyhounds front. They're big up front. They're athletic. Probably don't match up speed-wise with the Greyhounds, but if you can knock people off the ball, you can be successful running that football. Pretty good job by the Newport defense there, holding him to less than 3.
2nd and 8 from the 37 for the Hornets. Here's the snap, fake toss, and they're going to look to throw. Pressured out of the pocket. It's going to throw. Jamil Ballantyne's over there, and it's going to come up incomplete. Great job, Jamil, not to fall asleep there.
What a job by that young man to see that guy cross his face and to know to go with him and cover him, and that's his guy. Well, just tremendous job right there by that young man. Jamil Ballantyne, number 10. 8:05 to go. Clock stops on the incompletions. Hounds trail 7-6 for the Harrisburg Hornets. But it does bring up a 4th down. And you would think they would punt here. Okay, I'm sorry. It's still 3rd down. Excuse me.
3rd and 8. Once again, we got the Hornets where we want them, behind the chains. We want to see them go shotgun. We want to see them throw the football. Big 3rd and 8 from the 37. Shotgun formation. And Harrisburg will call a timeout here with 8:05 remaining in the first half.
Well, you know, it was a momentum swing there early. These guys took the football and drove it 73 yards against the Hounds. They kicked off to us. We fumbled the football. They had the ball at the 28-yard line, and then the defense made a stop against them, and then they held us for 3 plays. We punted, and then they missed a pass on 3rd down. Anyways, just a couple of plays away from not being real good for the Greyhounds. But let me tell you what, you got to give the Greyhounds credit for bowling their back here on a couple of defensive stands right here. And we got another one right here, 3rd down. You wonder what these guys might have up their sleeve and what plays you call on 3rd down and a long 7 or a short 8 from inside your own 40-yard line. You certainly don't want to turn it over, but you're certainly trying to win the football game. These guys aren't afraid. They're trying to win the football game, I guarantee you. They know they've got a good football team.
8:05 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-6 to Harrisburg.
Here's the snap, low snap. He's just going to throw it up. Big hit right there. There, Davis, and it's going to come up incomplete and bring up 4th down.
Does that get us in the clubhouse there?
Well, that was a huge hit. Young man from Harrisburg is down.
He is down, but that's what you do right there. That's a clean hit, no leading with the helmet. He just throws the shoulder right into his gut, and I believe he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he's going to be okay. 7:58 to play. Yeah, he's all right. He's up. Good deal.
Never want to see a kid go down.
No.
For either team.
No, sir. That young man's going to be okay, let's hope. And, you go across the middle like that, it's a dangerous place to be, and you got great athletes on both sides and playing hard, and just a good clean hit. And hopefully the young man's going to be okay, and he'll be back in there next series. Punting situation give the Hound defense a hand. I mean, they did their job again. The Hounds should get great field position here.
Theron Davis back deep for the Hounds. Good snap, going to punt it away and punt it to Theron. Theron's going to let it bounce, and now Theron's going to pick it up. Theron's going to be brought down around the 31-yard line. No return on the play.
These guys do a good job of pursuing the football. They're a scrappy little bunch. But that, as you said earlier, that momentum can only take them so long before the athleticism takes over. 7:48 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-6 as we take over near the 30-yard line.
Across the 30, about the 31 we'll officially call it.
1st and 10, trips to the bottom of your screen. Cox at the tailback. Here's the snap. Give it is to Cox. No. Ball is on the ground, and Eli's going to jump on it around the 28-yard line. So a loss of a couple on the play, going to bring up 2nd and 12.
NEDC in downtown Newport working for all of us, helping the area economy. NEDC, John Chadwell and crew.
Trips again for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Eli going to throw. He's got Clemmy open. Clemmy Alcorn's going to be brought down around the 32-yard line.
Bring up 3rd and long here. 3rd and about 9. 7:31, 7:30, clock moving. Hounds trail 7-6.
What do you dial up here for the Hound offense on 3rd and 8 from the 32?
I'm going to tell Chris Reynolds to get past that sticks, catch it, and fall down.
Big 3rd down. Here's the snap, fake. He's going to throw it, and it's going to come up incomplete to Jadarius, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Hounds will bring the punting team in. Harrisburg defense does their job. And the big play was on 2nd down when the Hounds fumbled the football.
Set to punt for Newport, number 5, Clemmy Alcorn.
Will Kitty going to deep snap for the Hounds. Clemmy Alcorn to punt. Good snap. Clemmy's going to get it off, and it is straight up in the air. It's going to bounce, and we're going to catch it at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets from the 44.
6:57 to play here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-6. Unity Health Harris Medical Center located at 1205 McLean Street, 523-8911. Emergency room, home health care, orthopedic services, pediatrics, podiatry services, primary care, rehabilitation therapy services, senior care, surgical services, women's health, birthing center, you name it, we've got it. Unity Health Harris Medical Center in Newport, Arkansas. And don't forget about the Greyhound luncheons each and every Monday at noon. And what a good meal it is at Unity Health Harris Medical Center in Newport. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets.
They picked the ball up. The white hat said that it was marked at the 46, so they're going to give them a couple. 1st and 10 there from the Hornets. Hornets under center once again. Here's the snap. Off tackle, Jadarius Reed's there, and then here comes a host of Hounds to bring him down for a gain of 1.
Number 24, Jacob
Jakeevan Davis, Clemmy Alcorn in on the tackle.
in on the tackle for Newport, number 30.
I think coming in that all of us were, I think we all predicted a higher scoring football game. We thought there'd be more points put up by both teams. We've got a 7-6. We've got a battle on our hands. On the road at Harrisburg. Well, what a beautiful, beautiful field they have here. Huge press box.
Second and 9 from the 47. Here's the snap, toss, cutting back crossfield. Makes a few guys miss. Jamil Ballantyne's going to try to bring him down. We're trying to rip the football loose, and Harrisburg's just pushing them, which you cannot do in high school football, but he's going to have enough for 1st down and more.
That's just effort, guys. That's just effort.
Yep, he just wanted it worse than we did there. .5:57 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trail. Score 7-6 to the Harrisburg Hornets.
Going to spot it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets there.
This is where you got to play tough when you get inside your own territory, and you got to bow that back, as we often say, and need a big play, something good to happen for the Hounds here. Watch Chris Reynolds off the edge.
Here's the snap, a quick dive to the big man up the middle. It's going to be brought down.
Played exceptionally well by the Hounds there.
No gain on the play, bring up 2nd and 10.
5:20, clock continues to move here in the second.
What a job that Coach Thornton has done with his offense, running clock, maximizing the time limit that he has on every play. That's just good football on their part. Keeping the football out of the Hounds' hands, the potent offense of the Hounds.
From the 34, 2nd and 10 for the Hornets. Wing T formation again. Here comes motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw. Got a man open in the flats, and he's going to be brought down. Theron Davis there. Give him about 4 on the play. Bring up a big 3rd down and 6 here once again.
They played well by Theron. He just was right there and all over it.
Number 2, Theron Davis.
Got to have a stop here, Hayden.
4.5 to play. They can run it under the 4-minute mark.
4 yards on the pass play. Going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd down is, or 3rd down is.
Well, they got 2 plays here to get it. You would think ball at the 30 that no way they punt. So you got 2 plays to get about 6 yards for the Hornets.
Hounds need a turnover.
Here's the snap. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback's just going to fall on it. And it's going to be a loss of a couple on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down at about 8.
It'll be about a 2-yard loss. It'll bring up 4th down.
3:58 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 7-6 to the Harrisburg Hornets.
Yeah, and the clock's not running, and it should be, and I don't care if they ever started. They now start it.
Please make their way.
The 40-second clock was running, and it's down to 25 now.
So if you are a field sponsor, please make your way to the scoreboard.
Big 4th down here for the Hounds.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
From the 31. Shotgun formation. Running back going out wide. They're going to try to throw it to him on the wheel route. He's got him open. Jamil Ballantyne's going to miss him. But Shakiva Davis is going to bring him down, and he's going to have enough for a first down.
Just that play that you just can't give up. But just give them credit. That was a great play call, great execution by those guys.
No deception. Just know what you're going to do. Quarterback catches it and throws it to that guy and has him open.
3:30 to go here in the second quarter. New set of downs for the Hornets.
Ball's marked at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Somebody wants a timeout.
The chains are set. The clock should be rolling. I think they're trying to get the play clock. Excuse me. Had a hiccup.
Maybe he was out of bounds. Did he go out of bounds?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, okay.
Wing T formation. 1st and 10 from the 19 for Harrisburg. Here's the snap. Quick dive to the big man up the middle. He's going to get about 6 on the play.
Yeah, just really controlling the line of scrimmage up front. And
Several Greyhounds in on the stop for Newport.
And Harrisburg knocking on the door near the 10-yard line.
Second and about 4.
3 minutes to play here in the first half. Hounds trailing the game 7-6. Harrisburg again running clock. Great game plan by the Hornets.
From the 12-yard line. 2:45 remaining in the first half.
Hounds will get the football to start the second half. Not imperative that we stop them here, but it'd be a huge, huge series if we do.
Play clock got under 2, and they're going to call their final timeout of the half.
Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care in the Village Mall, professional vision care and eye health care, latest styles of name brand glasses, name brand sunglasses, prescription or non-prescription, great selection and a guaranteed contact lens success program at Dr. Gavin McDowell. Join Amanda Reynolds and Brian Underwood, the Beauty and the Beast, each Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on River Country 96.7. They talk about what's going on in the community and always doing some good interviews. Beauty and the Beast on River Country 96.7. The City of Newport Recycling Center open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. We talk about the drop-off bins that they have that are available after hours if you need to take some of your stuff by there, whether it be paper or plastic, tin cans, aluminum, electronics, clothing, glass bottles, you name it, cardboard, newspaper, magazines, or the like. At downtown in Newport at 218 3rd Street, the City of Newport Recycling Center. Bad Boy Mowers Collision of the Week, the Kell Motors Player of the Game, and the Subway Coaches Show, all immediately at the conclusion of the broadcast.
2:32 to go here in the second quarter.
2nd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback Keat. He's going to be brought down just short of a first down. He's going to bring up 3rd and inches.
In on the stop for Newport, number 4, Monquel.
Monquel Cox in on the tackle.
These guys will continue to roll clock.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
Inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Ball's on the Newport 9-yard line.
Once again, Hornets running clock, letting the play clock tick down. Inside 10 once again. Here's the snap. Quarterback Keat once again cutting backside. And he's going to try to get in the end zone. And they're going to mark him just shy. Line judge here says no.
Both guys on the side said no.
1 yard line.
And they'll mark him short.
1:36 to go here in the first half.
Harrisburg to go quickly now.
Expect the same play. Here's the snap. Quarterback's just going to keep it offside, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets.
That's just a great play call. Quarterback, great quickness, and just goes to the left side, and they extend their lead from 7-6 to 13-6. Still a minute 23 remaining here in the first half. Just been momentum all for the Hornets here in the first half. I'm glad they dropped that pass there on that one drive. Hounds will make some adjustments at the half.
And we await the extra point for the Hornets. And they're going to go for 2. Quarterback keep right up the middle, and they're going to say no good. And your Hounds still trail here 13-6 over the Hornets with 1:23 remaining in the first half.
El Puente, call in, drive through, get your order. It's hot and ready to go at 523-2369. You know, they have great food. You never leave there hungry. Fajita Nacho Supreme, fajita taco salads. Try just the regular fajitas, which are great. Delicious lunch specials, and the best tea in town. Refreshing fruit punch if you like that. Hey, you might as well go out there and join all the folks from Newport because they're out there visiting. All your friends and neighbors are eating at El Puente, and El Puente loving the Newport Greyhounds. Merchants and Planners Bank, main office, 2nd Hazel Street, 523-3601. Merchants and Planners Bank, north office at 915 Highway 367 North, and other locations throughout northeast and north central Arkansas, and M&P Insurance Services in downtown Newport, and also the Solution Center.
Number 5,
Davis back deep for the Hounds. And they're going to throw a flag. Believe the guy left a little early.
Penalty flag on the field on the far sideline.
Going to back them up 5.
Looks like it's going to be an offsides penalty against the Hornets.
And that's what they call an offsides on the Hornets.
Back them up 5 yards. The Hornets will repeat the kick.
And now kickoff from the 35.
What a beautiful night for football. It's football weather, great crowd, standing room only. I mean, boy, they're standing down there on both sides over there. Big crowd from Newport on hand.
It's going to kick the high kick. Cox is going to field it around the 33. Monquell's got a little room. Monquell sticking his head down. Monquell Cox breaks the tackle across the 50. Monquell still on his feet. Monquell Cox is going to get the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown, but here comes a late flag from the White Hat.
50 yards behind the play. 50 yards behind the play. And let's see what the call is.
He's asking us if we want to decline it, so I'm assuming it's on them.
Face mask on them. Great. I could not believe that they called. Thought they were going to call that one back. That's huge for the Hounds.
We talk about momentum. That's a huge, huge momentum swing right there for the Hounds.
And the Hounds have a chance to take the lead here. They're going to go for 2.
And that would be absolutely phenomenal. And you talk about a momentum swing, and then you talking about taking a lot of that oomph out of the Harrisburg Hornets. It certainly would if the Hounds can convert here.
You have to win in all 3 phases of the game. And the Hounds do that week in and week out. I mean, defense scored 3 touchdowns one time. I believe that's our 3rd special team touchdown this year. And as we go for 2, we're going to toss it to Jadarius. Jadarius Reed's got a hold.
Yes!
And Darren Davis puts the guy on his back and he walks in the end zone.
The Hounds take the lead with 1:11 to go here at Harrisburg. Score 14 Hounds, Harrisburg 13.
And now you can feel the momentum running out. You can feel the athletes taking over.
Hey, Hayden, that was Hounds covered some real estate there on that kickoff. Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Go there and check out all their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Yeah, Mary Reed and Amanda Reynolds, Carol Ann Young, and Lauren Sampson, just a great real estate company. If you're thinking about listing your property, talk to those folks before you do anything else, because they'll be the ones that get it sold for you. I can promise you that. Bratcher Real Estate. Boy, the Hounds, for the whole ball game, it's been a methodical, slow offense for Harrisburg, and it just they go in and get a score, and they miss, the extra point or the extra point try when it's 13-6, and you kind of go, golly gee, if you could get a touchdown here, if you could run one back, or if you get a minute 23 to run, here we go.
Now their first Community Bank kickoff. Go see Billy Keaty and crew, and Clemy's going to kick it deep inside the 15. Ball's on the ground. He's going to pick it up. Jadarius Reed's there. He's going to break a few tackles. Now he's going to get outside. Clemy Alcorn's going to wrap him up and just going to throw him out of bounds. around the 30-yard line.
We were one play away down here on this 2-point conversion from it being a 2-score ball game, and now we have the lead.
Well, that's high school football. You got to roll the dice, and you think there, our kicking game's not there, and you get the 2, and you go up by 2 possessions, like Ben said. But boy, the Hounds are just coming alive here late.
Well, what a return by the senior. Got a player down over here, maybe.
Have
yes.
a flag at the 35, I believe.
They're going to call unnecessary roughness. We threw him down too hard, maybe.
It's on the far side.
Oh, it's on them.
Holding, so it's going to back the Hornets up. But right now, if you're a Hound, you're in the spot you want to be. You get the ball at half and you're up 1. You go down there and score quickly. Now Harrisburg has to play to not their strength and have to score quickly because they have to keep up with you.
Absolutely.
You have to constantly score, so it's playing in the Hounds' favor here late in the first half.
Well, even a 1-point lead, what you have to consider is that if it's a 1-point deficit for you, then you're going to say, well, I'm only going to get so many possessions if it goes slow, so I may have to go faster. You get out of what you want to try to do best. Interesting to see what these guys try to do here.
1st and 10, 7 seconds left. Quarterback's looking to throw. He's just going to throw it on the ground, and that ball was almost picked off by Jadarius Reed.
Yeah, Jadarius had that guy played well. Came up, and had the ball not been thrown so short, I believe he would have taken that one to the house. 52
seconds remaining here in the first half. Hounds lead for the first time, 14-13. St. Michael's Place at 1311 North Pecan Street, Newport, a 24-hour nursing services facility with a restorative nursing program. And watch me and Jay Cox each and every week on Cable 15 TV or cable15tv.com or on our Facebook page to talk about the great things going on at St. Michael's Place in Newport.
The last thing Harrisburg wants to do is turn the ball over and have to kick. Hounds still have all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 10 from the 22nd. And then the dive play. Played well by the Hounds. Going to bring him down for a loss around the 20-yard line. Here comes a late flag.
And the Hounds need to call a timeout because the clock will start regardless if the penalty is not against Newport.
In on the stop for the Newport Greyhounds, number 16, Chris Reynolds.
Boy, the Hounds just all over that one.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on both teams, so offsetting, so you replay the down. Were they dead balls? Were they dead ball fouls? If they're dead ball fouls, it'll be 3rd down. It should be 3rd down if it's after the play, and it should be 3rd down. The Hounds do take a timeout. They have 2 left, and so if it was dead ball, that means that was their 2nd down, so it should be 3rd down and 11 because it was a dead ball. Play was over. Now the Hounds, if you can hold them right here, you force them to punt, and you may have an opportunity. The big pass play that those guys threw that was incomplete that stopped the clock was huge in this football game.
Yes, it was. And again, I want to go back to this 2-point conversion, the stop down here. Just a completely different ball game if that guy gets in the end zone. And just the Hound defense has done a great job tonight of just being there when they have to.
Eye Care RX Pharmacy at 1117 McLean Street in Newport, locally owned and locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner, free delivery medical supply store. A large selection of over-the-counter medications and a full-service pharmacy, including specialty compounds. Let us help you be well. 523-5555.
Trips to the top of your screen stack, but you got to watch this tight end.
Tight end blow.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Throws it up, and it's going to come up incomplete and bring up a 4th down and long. And the Hounds are going to possibly get the ball back here with 46 seconds.
With 2 timeouts.
I don't believe the clock didn't
run.
The
clock didn't run. Yeah, it was 46 seconds a while ago. We won't tell them.
Darius Brown.
Hounds should get great field position here.
And if I'm Harrisburg, I kick this thing out of bounds. There is no way I give Taryn Davis a chance to take it to the house.
Well, I hope they kick it right to him.
I'm with you on that, but I just don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Second punt for the Hornets, number 50, Cody Lawson.
You give him just a little crease, and he's going to put his foot in the ground, and you're going to see about a 4.2, 8.40. Here's the snap, and they're going to punt it away from Theron. And Theron's going to call fair catch around the 47's where they'll mark it. And the Hounds have good field position, still have 2 timeouts remaining with 37 seconds to go here in the first half. And we'll see what Mark Honsley does here.
Well, and you also have the sideline for a timeout. You have a first down that stops the clock. Call a couple of plays right here, and we'll get to rolling with the offense. You can, 37 seconds. You need to use your timeouts first. I mean, obviously the Hounds are going to throw the football.
Trips to the bottom. Reynolds, Alcorn, and Davis. Reed by himself at the top.
Hounds are confused on how to line up.
Here's the snap. Eli going to roll out to his right. Eli's looking. Eli's got Chris Reynolds open, and it's going to have enough for a first down and will be out of bounds to stop the clock. But the clock is rolling. The clock has to stop.
Come on, guys.
About 7 seconds.
We gained some a while ago. See if they're going to put some more on the clock, and I think they're going to. But that's using the sideline for your timeout.
The tremendous play call, tremendous execution there by the Hounds. Eli Alcorn rolling out and throwing to a big Chris Reynolds there on the sidelines. Chris knowing where he's at on the field and catching that ball and getting out of bounds.
They're going to give it to the 27. Monquel Cox had a good block on the edge. Defensive end coming free, but it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Eli's got a man open, and the ball's going to tip around and be picked off by the Hornets. It's going to be brought down around the 31.
Pass is intercepted by number 24, Jacob Wallace.
Well, not what the Hounds hope to do on that particular series. Someone down for the Hounds.
Chris Reynolds, he's going to get up and appears to be all right. Tough kid. And you would think if you're a Hornet, you just take the half here with 22 seconds remaining.
Chris either has an ankle or a knee. Would it be good to replace him here? I don't think Harrisburg will try anything fancy right here. I think they are going to just hand the football off.
Here's the snap, quick dive. He's got a little room. Now he's going to stick his foot in the ground, come back side. Clemmy Alcorn's trying to wrap him up. It's going to be brought down across midfield to the 45-yard line. 11 seconds remaining in the half, and now we'll see what Harrisburg will do.
46-yard line. That'll be good for Harrisburg.
Clock starts immediately when the chains are set. And now the clock starts. Harrisburg a little confusion. Game clock under 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback's just going to look to throw. He's just going to throw up a prayer, and it's going to come up incomplete, and that'll conclude the first half. Your Hounds lead it here 14-13 over the Hornets.
Guys, I think it's very fortunate the Hounds are up 14-13, but you got to give those guys. We've got somebody else down. Is that Theron? Maybe he's going to be okay.
Cox, he'll be all right.
Cox. But listen, our football team came in here and a fired-up Harrisburg bunch, and the quality of our Greyhounds hung around, and kept fighting, kept digging, and found some ways, a way to lead in the football game when we didn't really get a lot of breaks. But, boy, what a huge return by Monquel Cox. 14-13, Ben Black, final thoughts of the first half.
Great teams are judged after adversity sets in. What do you do when things don't go your way? Do you fold, lay up and fold, or do you continue to plug? And that's what the Hounds have done. We've continued to push and plug, and that's why we're ahead at half.
We'll talk more about it when we come right back. Second half action is next. Guys, and we will talk about a little bit of the first half and the second half. Guys, it's a ball game. It's one of these ball games that you got a 4-1 team. You've got a 5-0 team. They're 2-0. We're 2-0 in the conference, and it's big playoff implication in this football game, and we're going to decide it in the last 24 minutes. Hayden?
Yeah, the Hounds just come up. Can't get any rhythm, especially with the offense not getting on until late in the first quarter and then going 3 plays and out. But the defense has played exceptionally well here late in the offense. If you just give the guy time, if you give Eli that whole crew time, we're going to score points, and I believe we're going to score quick and early the second half.
Ben, the Hounds get the football up by 1. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion right here would be astronomically huge, because that would make Harrisburg go to their fast-paced offense. And I just learned, I didn't study any film on these guys, but I just learned from John Bradley at the half that these guys were a spread football team, and when they came out, they were in the wing tee and and just running something that we really haven't prepared for. So you have to give Coach Reynolds and his defensive staff great credit from play 1, saying, look, guys, we got to completely adjust. We got to do some things different, and we'll see even more adjustments here in the second half, you think?
Well, there's no doubt about it. Coming out like that, not seeing this, having to adjust. You think you're coming into the ball game preparing all week for a certain offense. You get out here and they're in something completely different. You just have to make those adjustments, and we have. But like you said, Dad, the key is going to be scoring on this drive right here. We kind of put the dagger in the heart of the Harrisburg Hornets and put them at a disadvantage of not being able to do what they have prepared to do all week.
Yeah, this is a huge. It's not the difference in the ball game, but it could be the difference. It's just a huge opportunity here for the Newport Greyhounds, leading 14-13. You go in at the half, and I mean, how excited can you be to have a lead at the half when it didn't look good for the Hounds early on? But like you said, Ben, when they backed us up, they backed us in our corner. Our guys stood ground, they stood tall, and they fought, and they won a football game.
Hey, they
won the half.
The great ones always do.
And they're going to high kick. Monquel Cox is going to catch it around the 26. Monquel looking for some blocking. Monquel Cox got a little room. Monquel Cox is going to be finally brought down around the 45-yard line. Good field position for the Hound offense.
Good return there by Monquel. Got some good blocking up front. Just a high pooch kick. Start out great field position for the Hounds. 11:51 to go.
You got to have positive plays offensively. You can't not put the football on the ground. Move the football, move the chains, get first downs. You don't have to get a touchdown on the first play. Well, their secondary is deep.
See what the Hounds have drawn up here.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. Fake give. Eli going to keep. Eli avoiding pressure, and it's going to be brought down around midfield for a gain of about 6 on the play.
We'll take that. Good positive play on first down.
Yeah, like you said, Dad, you want to continue to move these chains. You don't have to score all on one play. Just get it in, just get it in chunks. Just keep getting it in chunks and move those chains and get in that end zone.
Hounds wanting to go fast.
2nd and 4 from the 50. Here's the snap. Fake give to Cox. Now Eli right up the middle. Eli Alcorn is going to be brought down around the 40-yard line. Have enough for a first down.
That's a Go Greenway Equipmentcompany.com first down there. I believe Eli's carried the ball maybe 4 times with great success tonight. Just keeping it on that little option play, little read option.
1st and 10 from the 40.
Look for the pass out of that.
Here's the snap, and we're going to give it to Cox up the middle. Monquel puts his foot in the ground, and Monquel is finally going to be brought down around the 27-yard line. Another first down for the Hounds.
Brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. GoGreenway.com.
Down and distance ball at the
27-yard line, 1st and 10.
Come on, Hounds.
Clock at 10:50 and rolling here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's the snap, and they're going to give it to Monquel outside. Monquel Cox making a guy miss, and Monquel will be brought down.
Chris Reynolds does a great job of holding his guy there on that outside and giving Monquel a chance to cut the ball upfield, make a good positive play.
Brought down around the 22.
10:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds knocking on the door of another score here.
Positive plays, no penalties.
2nd and 5, the Hounds moving the ball. Trips to the top of your screen. Davis now in tailback. Here's the snap. Give it straight to Theron up the middle. Theron Davis is going to be brought down around the 20-yard line. Well, you just saw it. You could see it really good from here. You just saw the offensive line, the left tackle, get that guy bounced out, and the left guard blocking his guy down, and Theron just misses it trying to bounce it outside. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Hounds with a couple of chances here to get a first down. Positive yards here. Let's get a first down here, guys.
Crucial for both teams. Here's the snap. Eli just going to throw a quick one to Theron. Theron's got the first down, stiff arm, and he's going to just leap out and try to get to the 10, and they're going to mark him out of bounds around the 13.
Yeah, just a great execution there from Alcorn to Davis. It's another Go Greenway first down. Greenway Equipment Company in Newport brings you the first downs at gogreenway.com. Go check out all their inventory. 9:27 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds lead at 14-13 over the Hornets.
1st and 10 for the Hounds.
Make some adjustments from the sideline.
Clemmy Alcorn coming at that nub back position. Here comes motion with Davis. Fake. Quarterback keep right up the middle. There. Eli. I believe he fumbled the football. Harrisburg has got the football, but there is a flag. They signal Hornet football, but we'll try to sort out this flag and see if it was against the Hounds or not. Holding against the offense, they'll decline, and the Hornets will get the football.
Well, what a drive, and the Hounds are going to give it up inside the 5-yard line. And
well, that's going to put it back on the shoulders of this Greyhound defense, so we'll have to have an answer here as the Hornets are pinned deep in their own territory. Not much room for error with the field position there.
Hounds with a great opportunity goes by the wayside against them, and it just happens. You forget about it, you move on. We got to play defense here. Where's the football, guys?
Starts at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Watch the football.
Watch the little quarterback running the football.
In the shotgun, in his own end zone. Here's the snap, low snap. He's going to keep it wide side. Theron is going to just push him out of bounds. And here comes a late flag.
Face mask. Now you go from the 2 to about the 35.
There's a penalty flag as well up here about the 25-yard line.
8:56 to go. Hounds lead at 14-13 over the Hornets.
Newport offense was rolling, got the ball down to the 2-yard line, had a holding call plus a fumble.
Horse call penalty against Newport.
Horse call.
Offsetting penalties and come back and do it again.
Hornets will repeat first down.
Wow.
Now, you couldn't really tell from this angle, but that snap was a little bit low. It's unusual for a guy to be in shotgun formation when you're that close to the...
And it's unusual for those guys to get the edge against the Greyhounds.
Yes, it is.
It shows the great quickness of that quarterback, and he's done that a couple of times tonight.
A wildcat-like formation. Receiver goes into the quarterback, and he's just going to keep it. And they're going to stay in it. 1st and 10 from the 2. Here's the snap. Same play. He's got a little room. He's in a foot race. Monquel Cox is trying to track him down, and Monquel bring him down across the 30 into Greyhound territory.
Same play. Just couldn't set the edge over there. And a huge play for Harrisburg. And into Newport territory at the 30-yard line. What a turn of events here in the third quarter.
No, that's just football. That's just football. There's highs, there's lows. It's a lot like life. You just got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you got to go back to work. 8:45 to go. Hounds lead at 14-13. Harrisburg has the ball at the Newport 30.
Clemmy Alcorn checking out of the ball game, and Chandler Allen checking in.
(14 to 13). The Hounds lead. Harrisburg regains the momentum. Whoa. And they're going to go slow again.
8:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Now Harrisburg with a pistol-like formation. Here's the snap, just going to hand it off up the middle. It's going to be brought down around the 26-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
In on the stop for Newport, number 2, Theron Davis.
With Harrisburg, they just go double tight there and put 2 big guys at the nub back position, like our King Kong formation. and just running behind them.
4-yard gain on the
7:43, clock moving, third quarter, 14-13. The Hounds lead over Harrisburg. Harrisburg with some momentum here.
Here's the snap. Quarterback Keat trying to get outside. He'll be brought down around the 20.
James Bender on the
Should be close for a first down.
Yeah, that's just a big running back there.
to the Newport 20-yard
They just snap it directly to him and say, we're coming to the right side and don't think you guys can stop us.
7:21 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds lead at 14-13. Harrisburg almost to the red zone. I guess we'll officially call the ball on the 20-yard line.
First and 10, 7:10 remaining in the third quarter.
Hounds got to have a stop.
Need a huge stop. Defense has got to bowl that back, as we say.
Same formation again for the Hornets.
They're running right to our left. Snap is low. We have it
Justin
played well.
Simmons all over it. And here comes a late flag once again from the back judge.
Number 10, James Bender on the quarterback keeper. There's a penalty flag down.
He's pointing at a young man on Harrisburg.
It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, and they will call a holding.
Well, that's a positive. That's a good start right there. You get a good play for negative yards and penalty tacked onto that. Make it
10-yard penalty.
first down and long.
First down.
First and about 22 now.
Come on, D. We just got to keep doing what we do. 6:47. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter. Hounds lead at 14-13 over the Hornets.
Great penetration by Justin Simmons there and got there and then had some help. People to come help and hang on.
They just got to blow up that front.
Here's the speed guy back at quarterback. Look at him going top of the screen.
Here comes motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's pressured. Chris Reynolds lays out and just misses. Quarterback's just going to throw up a bomb. Hounds are there, and it's going to come up incomplete. Great job right there. Tristan Griffin deflecting the pass.
Great coverage, great pursuit by Chris Reynolds in the backfield to rush a pass. The defenders were there. Just a great job by the defense there. Brings up second down and long.
Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Sam Nicholson Farms, and Glass Plus, B&T Battery, the battery guys, and Lou Allen and Company, all Greyhound boosters here on Cable Channel 15 TV.
Big second and 22 for the Hornets. Here's the snap, dive. It's got a little room. It's going to be brought down inside the 20, around the 18-yard line, so it's going to bring up third and about 8 now for the Hornets.
Harrisburg is doing a great job at the point of attack on the power side over there, the big right side. They're getting some people blocked and having some success over there.
Spencer Molinak's checking in the ballgame for Simmons.
Clock just under 6 minutes and rolling here in the third quarter.
3rd and 9, and a couple of big plays coming up here.
18-yard line.
Under 6 minutes to play, 14-13, the Hounds lead.
Down and bring up third down at about 8 yards.
Big third down here for both teams. 5:35 remaining in the quarter. Here comes motion. Snap, handoff up the middle. Played extremely well. Chris Reynolds laying out, making a tackle. And it's going to bring up 4th down from the 16.
Number 24, Jacob Wallace on the carry. In on the tackle.
Field goal, they're going to go for a field goal. This guy hit 18 extra points.
4th down for the Hornets.
Coming in, he has 19 on the night. From the 23-yard line, about a 33-yarder, and he's very capable.
I still don't buy it. You gotta stay at home here.
Stay at
He's
home.
kicking.
Don't rough the kicker.
The kick is up. It has the distance, and it is good. And the Harrisburg Hornets are going to lead 16-13 or 16-14 with 4:57 to go in the third quarter.
Well, I mean, the penalty, the holding penalty, prevented that drive from being 6. And I do know this, I think it's a plus for the Greyhounds. Even though the Hornets take the lead, at least they did not get the touchdown there, so give the defense credit. Now the Hound offense, who was rolling last time, just got to come take this football down the field and put points on the board.
Yeah, we've got to get the ball in the end zone here.
You have to score here. You have to score here. You don't have to score here, but boy, it's imperative that you score here. If you don't, you lose a ton of momentum. So you have to score here.
You don't have to score here. It's just imperative that we do.
Yeah, you have to score here. That's what I said. But you don't have to. But we have to.
4:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Hounds trail to the Harrisburg Hornets 16-14 at Harrisburg.
Another First Community Bank kickoff. Go see Billy Keaty at 25-25 Malcolm in Newport, Arkansas.
He comes this way, he'll score a touchdown.
Another high kick fielded around the 29, and that's what Monquell's going to do, far sideline. And Monquell Cox is going to cut it up and be brought down around the 37-yard line.
Great discipline by their kickoff team. I thought maybe these outside guys would go toward the center of the field. They did not. That's just great coaching on their side. Coach Mark Hansley continuing to make great calls on the offensive side here. Hounds have moved the football. Just been unfortunate on a couple of occasions. If you'd have told me with 4:50 to go in the game that our Hound offense would have only scored one touchdown, I'd say, no, that ain't happening. We have a special teams touchdown and one from the offense.
1st and 10 from the 38. Here's the snap. Fake. Eli's going to keep it up the middle. Eli will be brought down around the 40.
Short game.
Give him a couple.
You see him protecting that ball there. That young man learns every snap. He gets a little bit better. He learns from his mistakes and does a great job commanding this offense. 4:27 clock continues to roll.
Here's the snap. Give us Jadarius Reed. Jadarius Reed's got a little room. Jadarius Reed across the 50. Jadarius is going to be brought down around the 35-yard line, and we'll have enough for a first down.
Hey, that's another first down brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. GoGreenway.com.
Hounds moving the ball and going in a hurry.
Here we go again.
4 wide. Reed in at the tailback.
4:14 to go here in the third quarter.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. Give this to Reed. Reed right up the middle. Jadarius is going to be whistled.
Short gain for Jadarius then.
Around the 33-yard line.
3:57 clock continues to move here in the third quarter. Hounds trail 16-14 to the Harrisburg Hornets.
2nd and 8 from the 32.
Reed.
Hounds going quick again. Trips to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. Giving it to Davis outside. Theron putting his foot in the ground. Theron Davis getting outside. Stiff arm. Theron Davis, it's a foot race. Theron Davis dives in the end zone. And they're going to mark him just short.
Oh. We were waiting for the call over here, and we all thought it was a touchdown.
Broke the pylon, but they're going to say he went out of bounds. We're going to bring heavy set here, and the Hounds are going to have first to go from the 1.
Oh, and I dread being on the road. I fear that yellow hanky.
3:23 to go. Hounds have the ball on the 1-yard line. And
King Kong with Clemmy Alcorn right up the middle. Clemmy Alcorn, touchdown Greyhounds!
Touchdown Hounds.
Great answer by Coach Mark Hansley and the Newport offense.
We're signaling to go for 2 here, as we expected.
One guy did signal touchdown, and now they're saying no. And they moved the ball back to the 2-yard line.
Yeah. They called touchdown, and now they're bringing it back for the 2-point conversion. Now we wait the 2-point conversion. Clemmy Alcorn at the quarterback. Here's the snap. Quick toss to Jadarius. Jadarius is hitting the backfield. And it's going to be no good. Hounds lead it here 20-16.
Well, the thing you got to do is you've got to have an answer, and the Hounds had an answer there very quickly. And the Newport offense responds, and now the Newport defense is going to have to come back and make another stand once again. 20-16, Hounds lead, 3:11. Covering a lot of real estate, BratcherRealEstate1.com. Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young, Amanda Reynolds, your real estate company of choice. 523-5100, Malcolm Avenue in Newport. It's a strategy game, guys. It's a strategy game. Hounds retake the lead.
Now it's imperative that we get a stop here and go score.
Absolutely.
We need, in the worst way, a turnover right here. Look for Jadarius Reed to take away.
Guy has about 4 or 5 forced fumbles this year. First Community Bank kickoff. Clemmy Alcorn going to kick it off for the Hounds. Online banking done correctly.
Done right, too.
Done right as well.
Not left. Not up the middle. Right.
I would kick it to the right. I wouldn't kick it deep.
And Clemmy's going to kick a high kick.
Perfect.
And he did signal the fair catch. Around the 26-yard line. Here comes a really late flag from the white hat. I believe a kid was mouthing from the Hornets.
Fair catch call for number 2.
Kid right here on the far sideline. We're coming down. We don't see the signal. He does a quick wave, and he runs a kid over that's trying to block him, which is not against the rules in football. You can run people over.
Yeah, they got them for the penalty. It'll be half the distance to the goal, probably.
I love it.
Where's the ball resting? I can't see that far.
The 26.
Back to the 13, I would assume. First down and 10 Hornets. Boy, when they got backed up a while ago, they just ran the quarterback to the right. The little quarterback, not the power quarterback.
I believe he may be a split receiver or a tailback, kind of like in a wildcat.
Well, he's a wild Hornet for sure. He's got great speed. They got the edge on us a couple of times. Come on, defense, let's go right here. 3:11 play third quarter. Hounds lead 20-16.
First and 10 from the 18. Excuse me, 13.
Yes.
Here's the snap. You're going to give it, trying to get outside. Pursuit. Tremendous job, Jadarius Reed.
I believe the Hounds had the outside contain there. 3:07. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter.
Tackle for Newport. Hornets will lose yards on the play. It'll bring up second.
Loss of 1, make it 2nd and 11 from the 17.
Doyle Family Farms, Fletcher Land Surveying, Brian Smith, Agency Manager of Farm Bureau, and the Churchman Building Center, all Greyhound boosters here on Cable Channel 15 TV.
There it is, the shotgun, just a wildcat. Oh, my, big hit right there. Try to see who it was. Jakeven Davis.
Jakeven Davis, that's a bad boy.
That's a bad boy hit of the week, Jakeven.
I knew it was only a matter of time before this Hound defense gets fired up like that and just takes control of this football game.
And another loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 14 from the 8-yard line. Be disciplined. Watch the long count here.
Clock just under 2 minutes.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Good job, guys.
Typically, we're looking at each other, and he's above me right now. And here's the snap. Going to give it to the big man trying to get out wide, and he's going to be brought down around the 20.
James Pender on the carry. Near first down yardage.
And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. Do you roll the dice here if you're the Hornets?
2.5 yards. Bring up 4th down.
I think they're going to, but I don't know that I would.
Well, it would be a huge gamble, but it would also mean you have a lot of confidence in your football team that you can get those 3 yards, maybe closer to 2. Hornets are going to go for it here.
You got to watch the football right here.
Big play in the football game here with a minute to go in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Fake. Quarterback fumbles, and he's going to be brought down. And the Hounds are going to have the football at the 15-yard line.
Well, when you gamble, sometimes you gamble and sometimes you lose. And Harrisburg took a shot on what they thought was their best opportunity to win the football game. They had to get it right there. And the play's got to be executed perfectly. And you drop the football, and it doesn't work for the Hornets there. And the Hounds must take advantage here.
We've got to capitalize on this field position right here. We take over, where are we at, on the 15?
And what's the clock say on time? I can't
58 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Hounds got to have some positives.
Long count. Hornets don't fall for it. LeVar giving the signal to Eli. Here's the snap. fake. Eli, quarterback keep. Eli just going to stick his head down. And finally going to be brought down for a loss.
On the quarterback keeper. In on the stop for the Hornets, number 57, Mason.
Played well by the Hornets there. 43 seconds to go. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter.
Hounds getting nothing on first down.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 from the 15 for the Hounds.
Barron on a quick post. It ought to be wide open.
Here's the snap. They're going to throw it out to Clemmy. Clemmy getting outside. Chris Reynolds, good block. And Darren Davis runs his guy over. Clemmy jumps in the end zone.
Yes! Touchdown, Hounds! What a turn of events in this third quarter. We've got 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
If Darren and Chris were out here, what outstanding blocks by those guys. I mean, literally outstanding.
Without those two blocks, we very well could have lost several yards on the play. Oh my goodness. Just
going with the swinging gate. For the point after. Throws the quick one to Clemmy. Clemmy sticking his head down. And 2-point conversion is going to be no good. Hounds still lead it here 26-16 with 6 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Both offensive possessions in the second half have been good possessions for the Hounds. Oh, well, I guess it's their third offensive possession. I mean, the Hounds go down there one time, do not score, fumble the football at the 2. Next one, they drive it down there and score, and then we get the one where they have a busted play on fourth down. So the Hounds have taken a 10-point lead, and this changes as a 10-point lead. This is what we talk about. Harrisburg will have to get out what they've been doing successfully against the Greyhounds to get their 16 points, a couple of touchdowns, and then a field goal. They're going to have to go faster than they have gone. And reminder, the football game is brought to you by Iberia Bank, by the Dillinger Funeral Home, by the Newport Food Mart and the Shell Station, great crispy, crunchy chicken, Brenda Benish, Modern Women of America, Dr. Roger Green and staff.
that touchdown was brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. I don't know if we mentioned that. Covered a lot of real estate there on that drive. This kickoff is brought to you by who, Hayden?
First Community Bank, Billy Keedy and the crew, where they do online banking correctly. Clemmy Alcorn going to kick it deep. Fielded around the 20. Harrisburg setting up a return far side. Got some guys there.
Yeah, that's a
He's going to be brought down around the 35, and here comes a late flag around the 30.
Number 5, Markwell Miller on the return. He'll get to the.
It's going to end the third quarter as we sort out the flag.
I think it's a block in the back against Harrisburg, I believe. I said I believe twice. We will wait right here. Or we're going to wait right here anywhere.
You really believe it?
Now they're waving it off. Ellis Automotive, Lonnie Hahn, the pest detective, and Two Chicks Nursery and Gifts. Try to quickly get through all the ad copy tonight because not a lot of incomplete passes, and the game's a very short game as far as time goes. And the Hounds up 26-16.
Nice catch there by Zach Hoyt.
Zach's the man.
You see that, Hayden?
Hoyt told me he played a little running back at Charleston when he was in high school. He came my 11th grade year, and he's done a tremendous job as an athletic trainer, and he does so much more than that also. I mean, the guy...
Unheralded. I mean, he just does so many things for our program that go unnoticed, but the team knows what he does. The kids know, what he does for the team, and the coaches know. And thankful.
Glad to have him.
Yep. Thank you, Zach.
Defense has been solid tonight. We got to remain solid right here.
Coming in the football game in the fourth quarter, you say your defense only allows 16. You feel very comfortable with the high-octane offense that we have in the Hounds. And the Hounds lead it by 10 here to start the fourth. Harrisburg going to go that Wildcat again. First and 10 from the 35. Under center now. Motion with both guys. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Played well. Jakeevan Davis, but going to break a tackle and be brought down around the 41.
That's just effort on their part.
28, Ross Heave on the carry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, David. Two guys can't go in the motion at the same time.
Well, that is correct. And if they were, that's in violation of the rules. And there's usually a penalty that goes along with being in violation.
Bringing back to the 39-yard line.
4-yard gain on the play.
Make it 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain.
11:27 to go. Clock continues to move here in the fourth quarter. Hounds lead it 26-16 over the Hornets.
Quarterback under center again. Quick dive, offset. Played well by the Hounds. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback's going to jump on it around the 35-yard line. And they're going to say he's down. I never heard a whistle. They're going to mark him at the 41.
3rd down and about
4 yards to go.
a long 4, short 5. It's 4.
This is crucial in the ballgame right here.
No
for both
doubt.
teams.
Big drive. Big drive.
Both teams right here.
Can afford no errors.
Here's the snap. Gonna head off the middle. Spencer Molinax is all over it.
Huge stop by the Greyhound defense. Spencer Molinax get back there disrupting everything on that play.
Well, there's no way you punt right here if you're Harrisburg. There's no way you punt.
Well, you can't punt. I mean, you just have to go. There's 10 minutes to play, and you're down a couple of scores. Justin Simmons imploring the Hound fans to get on their feet, and I wish they would. I wish they would. Defensively, come on, fans.
Big 4th and 6 here from the 39. Double tight. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. And the Hornets are going to elect to call a timeout.
Did they get the timeout in time? I thought I saw a little yellow.
Delay of game.
Delay of game penalty against the Hornets. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
They still should get their timeout, though.
Yeah,
the time should still stop. You call a timeout, you don't get to take it back. That's going to bring up 4th and 11 here.
great job by the defense. Make sure these guys punt.
Jadarius Reed's coming back there. Darren Davis is just going to let it go out of bounds. And it's going to go to bounds around the 35-yard line.
Positive plays, move the chains, put points on the board.
No mistakes.
No mistakes.
Brian Prince would say you got to have a good, clean quarter here.
Good clean quarter, good clean drive right here.
Emphasis on the clean.
Big VP.
Shout out to our buddy.
9:29 to go. Hounds lead it 26-16 over the Harrisburg Hornets.
1st and 10 from the 35. Here's the snap. Ball is on the ground. We'll try to sort it out.
They got it.
Hornets got the football.
Man, you just can't have a turnover there. With 9:24 to go in the football game, the Hounds turn it over again.
That's just football. That's just football. That's why you line up and play, regardless of what one team or another team looks like on paper or what record there is. That's why they line up and let them play 4 quarters. Hound defense is going to put it on their shoulders again. Let's see if they can come up big, as they have all night.
First and 10 for the Hornets.
Come on, D.
In Greyhound territory around the 33. Here comes motion far side. Here's the snap. Just going to throw it. Nobody there. Incomplete. On first down, bring up 2nd and 10.
Great coverage. Tried a little wheel route. Quarterback had to throw it, I think, a little quicker than he wanted to. 2nd down and 10. The Newport defense has been stellar.
Well, the great teams in this game of football find a way to win.
Find a way to win. Find a way to win. Find a way to win the football game, guys.
9:19 to go here in the contest. Hounds lead it 26-16 over the Hornets.
2nd and 10. Here's the snap, shotgun. Chris Reynolds bringing pressure, quarterback keeping. Just going to slide down around the 31-yard line. Gain of a 1. Give him 2. Make it 3rd and 8.
Darius Dean is in the house. He's in the house. JD.
.8:45 clock continues to move here in the 4th quarter.
Ball at the 31-yard line.
Big 3rd down here.
Here's the snap. Quarterback Keat cutting backside. It's going to be brought down inside the 20.
That's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Just over pursuing there when they run those 2 backs. He's either trying to get outside or just sticks his foot in the ground, goes backside. Over pursuing.
At the 20, 1st down and 10. Clock will start again. Harrisburg a little quicker on their calling of the plays now.
The Newport 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Hornets.
Well, a lot of things have gone wrong for the Hounds tonight.
And still in the lead by 10. What can the Hound defense do here?
Wildcat double tight. 3-back shotgun. Here's the snap. Now he's going to try to get outside. Now he's going to put his foot in the ground. It's going to be, ball's on the ground. Jadarius Reed knocked the football out of his hands, and Jadarius is going to have the football around the 23-yard line once again.
I've been waiting all night for it. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when.
Jadarius is down. There also is a flag on the play. He's going to get up on his own. I believe they called a holding.
Yes, and we will decline, and the Hounds will take over at about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line.
Jadarius Reed, did he get it stripped? Did he get it stripped and only came up with the ball?
I believe Jadarius knocked the football loose and then picked it up.
Somebody made a pop over there. Was that Jadarius?
Couldn't tell from this angle.
Man, it was a collision. I mean a collision.
But
well,
I'll tell you what I can see from this angle. This Hound offense is fixed to take it down the distance. We're fixed to score.
We'll give the defense a lot of credit. Just, you know, they get a 1st down and a big pop over there. And
the great ones find a way.
Great ones find a way to win.
1st and 10 from the 22 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Give this to Cox. Monquell is going to be finally brought down across the 30 to the 33. We'll have enough for a 1st down.
Tremendous effort by that young man running the football. Hit it close to the line of scrimmage and gets another 8 yards for a 1st down.
Yeah, another Greenway Equipment Company 1st down.
Go greenway.com.
At the 33-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 Newport.
Do the Hounds want to run a little clock?
First and 10 from the 33. Hornets bringing all types of pressure. Man across the board. Here's the snap. Give this to Cox. Cox making a few guys miss, and the ball's on the ground. The Hornets have the football at the 42.
Wow.
7:01 remaining in the football game, and the Hornets have another chance to score.
Boy, it's just up and down. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's just this game of football. It's why I love it. It's just like life. Sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't, but you still got to just get back up and you just got to keep on plugging. Once again, we'll ask this Greyhound defense to come out here and do what they've done all night.
1st and 10 for the Hornets from the 41. 7:01 remaining in the football game. Hounds still lead at 26-16. Shotgun. Here's the snap. Quarterback trying to get outside, cutting upfield. He's got a little room. Here comes a flag, and he'll run out of bounds around the 23-yard line.
On the carry for the Hornets, ran out of bounds about the 24-yard line.
Holding on the Hornets.
Early call against the Hornets.
Huge call there. What a break the Hound defense got.
I believe it's going to bring it back right around the original line of scrimmage.
Holding penalty against the Hornets, that'll be a 10-yard penalty.
Make it 1st and 9 after the penalty. From the 41.
6:55 remaining in the contest. Hounds lead it 26-16 over the Hornets at their place.
Double tight again, shotgun formation, pistol lock. Hounds have everyone in the box. Here's the snap, give it up the middle. Breaks a few tackles and they'll be brought down. And we'll have enough for a first down. To the 31.
Well, 10 is too much on any down.
That'll be good for the Harrisburg.
6.5 to play 6:35. Is that right?
Yes. 6:36.
First and 10.
First
the
and
Hornets.
10 from the 31. Here's the snap once again. Quarterback keep trying to get outside. Played well right there. Chris Reynolds.
Number 16, Chris Reynolds, not getting beat outside, making a solo tackle there.
Number 16, Chris Reynolds.
Kid's all over the field, isn't he?
Every Friday night.
So did he go out of bounds and they stopped the clock?
It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Apparently he did get out of bounds. Don't lull us to sleep here with a little tight end.
Same formation once again. And the Hornets are going to call a timeout.
Play clock down to 2 there.
That'll be their first timeout of the second half.
Guys, the Hounds with a couple of turnovers here. Those guys with a turnover in the last 3 possessions. Well, football's such a game of emotion and turn of events, and Ben, like you said, it just like life. Lots of ups and downs, and things don't always go your way.
And when they don't, you gotta just lift yourself up and just get back after it. You just can't fold. And this Greyhound defense or offense, either one, this team as a unit has not folded yet this year. We just keep plugging, and that's why we're in this position that we're in tonight.
6:23 to play in the football game. A 10-point Hound lead. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Here's the snap. Quarterback delay once again. Trying to get outside and does, and be pushed out of bounds.
Doss Heave on the carry.
Tristan Griffin will push him out of bounds.
Taken out of bounds by number 23, Tristan.
Around the 15-yard line. Another first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, we're giving it up in chunks. Got to find a way right here.
Well, they've run the same play here about 9 times in a row.
Of Newport. 1st and 10 Hornets.
And when you get 10 yards plus a chunk, you're controlling the line of scrimmage up front.
Same formation again. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Sticking his head down. Going to be brought down around the 7-yard line. Enough for a first down, believe so.
Wow, another 10-yard gain.
Official timeout on the field.
I think they're going to look at it before they officially call it. They do.
That'll be good for Harrisburg Hornets.
Well, now the clock should start.
It will when they get it set.
1st and goal on the Newport 6-yard line.
1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, why is he not winding it? You got to wind the clock, White Hat. Boy, that's a late. No change to be set. I mean, only the yard marker.
5:40 remaining in the football game. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep once again. Outside and then cuts it back up. He's going to lay out for the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets.
So Harrisburg does capitalize on the second of the Greyhound turnovers. Looks as though they're going to go for one. Means if they could ever get the football back, a field goal would tie. It's a good kicker right here.
Good snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. Hounds still lead here 26-23 over the Hornets.
Well, it comes down to this. I mean, the Hounds have 5 minutes, 32 seconds. You're going to get the football back. You know, you either got to run out 5:32 or you got to take it down and go score. The Hounds put the football on the ground in the last 2 offensive possessions. Well, kids don't mean to do that, but give these guys from Harrisburg a lot of credit for battling back here. Both these teams have played exceptionally hard tonight. There's a reason the Hounds are 4-0 and a reason that Harrisburg is 5-0.
4-1.
What'd I say?
4-0.
4-1.
Undefeated in conference, both teams. Somebody's going to take a conference loss tonight.
Somebody will get one.
And somebody will go 3-0.
I think Harrisburg has Osceola next week, so Harrisburg has put themselves right into the conference mix.
As we await another First Community Bank kickoff. They're going to kick it high, and it's going to get out of bounds, so the Hounds will have the ball at the 40.
Wherever it went out of bounds, if it's not beyond the 35, so
37-yard line, I believe.
That'd be correct. That's where it went out.
No return for Newport.
Or the Hounds could ask them to kick it again. They're not going to. Hounds will take football right there. Pretty good field position. Hounds have got to execute here offensively. It's their ball game to win right here.
Just got to play smart, clean football. 5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hounds lead it 26-23.
Shadarius Reed coming in at tailback. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Give is to Reed. Reed now bouncing outside. Jadarius getting outside. Jadarius Reed's got a little room. Jadarius Reed across the 40. Makes a good miss. Jadarius Reed still on his feet inside the 20 to the 15-yard line.
What a job of running by that young man. Just a tremendous athlete. Slow to get up, Reed is.
He's okay. But
he
boy,
does it all.
When he leaped into the air, I'm not so sure he didn't get maybe he's got a cramp. What an effort. First of all, Hounds need to run some clock. That was all Jadarius there. Another Greenway Equipment Company first down. Yeah, he's just got a Charlie horse.
Charlie horse.
Hey, think about it, huh? Where'd that come from? We still don't know, do we?
I think the Hounds would be best served to run some clock. They're going to. They're already at the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 from the 16. Here's the snap, and the give is to Davis. Davis getting outside. Darren Davis. It's finally going to be brought down. We're gonna sort this out. Harrisburg thinks they have the football.
They too have done the things to Newport tonight, grabbing the balls like that, try to pull it out. And then we had a couple of fumbles that we gave them that weren't those. So that's huge that we get a call there.
The clock should be running, and it is not at 4:46. Now it runs. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 17. Harrisburg bringing the house. Giving it to Theron up the middle. Theron putting his foot in the ground. Theron Davis gets it!
Sir.
Touchdown, Greyhounds.
What an answer. What an answer. What an answer by the Hounds.
4:18 to go. And like you said, David Black, what an answer by the Hound offense. When your back's against the wall, what do the great ones do?
And they find a way to win.
They find a way.
What an electric atmosphere for a high school football game. 32-23, a 9-point lead.
As we await the point after, Eli rolling out, looking. Eli is going to be brought down, and it's going to be 2-point conversion. No good. Hounds still lead at 32-23 over the Hornets.
Just been answer for those guys, answers for us. A Hound offense does it again. Jadarius Reed with a huge run, and then Theron with a touchdown run. Bratch covering some real estate, BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Mary Reed and all the crew at Bratcher Real Estate.
You know, it makes you wonder if those guys over there are thinking they should have went for 2 on that last extra point.
There you go.
I kind of thought they should have.
Well, I thought they should have too.
It's a gamble, but you think you go out there and stop them and you have a chance to kick a field goal to tie it, you know. Rolling the dice sometimes doesn't go in your way, and then sometimes you get conservative and it bites you in the butt.
My thought process has always been this. Do you do anything? What do you try to do to tie the game, or what do you try to do to win the game? And my thought, they should have gone for 2 because that would have helped them to, if you make it, to win the game. You know, they went for it one time, 4th down early inside their own 30, right about the 30. See Kenny Black in the house. Coach Kenny Black. Coach Mathis with him? Who's with him? No?
Yes, sir. Coach Richie Mathis, Coach Kenny Black.
Another First Community Bank kickoff from Clemmy Alcorn. Clemmy is going to kick it around the 40-yard line. He's going to break a few tackles. He's got a little room, and Jadarius Reed once again is going to push him out of bounds. That kid makes all the right plays at the right time. We got a guy down.
Well, you kick it way short. He kicked it too short. Hounds with a guy down on the sideline here. Will they? Don't think they'll put the ball in play until.
Carry the ball all the way down to the Newport 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
It's in Newport territory at the 46.
Football game's not over.
No, it's far from over with 4:18 to go.
These guys, their last offensive possession was 10 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards, touchdown. (32-23), still waiting on the downed Greyhound.
Can't see a number.
I believe it's Kieron Childress.
4:18 to play in the football game. You like where you are, but you got to get a stop.
That is Kieron, and he seems to be okay.
And the Mad Dog defense taking out again. First and 10 in Newport territory from the 46. Expect the unexpected here from the Hornets. They want to win this football game just as bad as we do.
Well, they're going to run left, I guarantee you. To our right, and there they go.
Here's the snap, trying to get outside. Now cutting back. Big hit right there. Jakeevan Davis and Jamil Ballantyne. Another big one. Why is the clock stopping?
The official over there on that side is going over to talk to the coach, the white hat guy. I have no idea unless
the clock never started till the play was over, and then they stopped it when the play was over.
Well, the clock keeper tonight, in all fairness, has not been on top of the game, whoever that may be.
.4:13 remaining in the football game. Hounds still lead at 32-23 as the clock still rolls now. 2nd and 8. Inside the 45-44-yard line.
Tripp sets down at the bottom.
He just throws up a prayer.
Oh, that's got to be pass interference.
They're gonna call it. They shoved Clemmy.
Yep.
Yeah, they just shoved him out of the way. They caught the ball, but that one's coming back.
They just pushed Theron Davis down to the dirt.
One about the 30-yard line, the other one at the 33-yard line.
That one's coming back.
I mean, everybody in the good Lord's creation saw that one.
Everybody in Poinsett County knew about that one, didn't they? .355 to go here in the football game. Hounds lead at 32-23.
And the key is from the line of scrimmage as opposed to the point of the foul. So they bring it back to the line of scrimmage and mark it off. So Harrisburg will have to go fast. 2:55. See if the clock starts with the white hat puts it in play. And he ought to put it in play now. He did not start the clock. Coach Reynolds is hollering, start the clock. You got to start the clock.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to throw. They had trips again. Big hit right there, Theron Davis, and it's going to come up incomplete. Another third down and long for the Hound defense.
.349, clock stops, third down, and how many?
About 25.
How about a sack?
Trips again. Hounds bringing pressure off the edge. Quick throw, incomplete, throwing off his back foot. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And here's the play right here, guys.
28 Ross Heat.
Timeout, Hornets.
Just want to mention, I hear the name Ross Heeb, and I've heard that name a lot. Saw him talk this week on Channel 8. And he's got to be related to the late Tony Heeb, who was a young man that I had in high school here and became a good friend of mine when he got out of high school and bought pickup trucks from me and battled brain cancer for several years before he passed away. And it's been several years ago that he did, but he was just a great guy, great Heeb family, and just salt of the earth people. And you know, I coached 3 years over here and made a lot of great friends and still have a lot of great friends that live in Harrisburg, Arkansas. And John Keith Hutchinson, who I visited with before the game, he came over twice before he found me. And John Keith, a great guy, and Keith Houchin from Wiener came over and gave us a visit, gave us a shout out. Nick Palazzi, good friend of ours, Tommy John Palazzi, is the daddy of Nick. Nick's the defensive coordinator for Harrisburg. Just great people.
A lot of connections over here, to say the least.
4th and 25, and obviously a huge play.
Here's the snap. Hornet's going to look to throw. He's just going to throw it up. Bigger's in the coverage, and it's going to come up incomplete. And a turnover on downs, and the Hounds will have the football here.
Guys, what a football game we've seen tonight. What a football game. 3:47 to go here in the game. Hounds lead at 32-23.
The clock once again didn't run. I believe that's what we're talking about. It's 3:47, and then they throw a 40-yard incomplete pass, and the clock never run.
And Ben, you're right. Just a great football game. This is what Friday nights are all about. Homecoming crowd, homecoming festivities, a packed house, standing room only. And on the northeast side, even earlier in the game, it was 5 and 6 deep over on Harrisburg side, and Newport side is filled. Clock never ran there. Coach Kenny Black is always noticing stuff like that.
I believe his words were horrible.
Horrible.
1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 41. Jadarius Reed in at tailback. Here's the snap. Give is to Reed. Reed having nowhere to go and is going to be brought down for a loss.
On a little extra push at the end.
There we go.
You needed one. You needed one. You got a guy at the bottom of the pile. Lost his cool, got a little frustration going on. He's going to get a little extra shove at the bottom, and that's not what it's all about.
But I'll tell you what, I'll take it every time.
Absolutely.
against the Hornets.
Well, you make a good play and you hold Newport to a gain of 2. You got a chance to use some timeouts. Now you're going to get a penalty that cost your team a first down. And not a very good play by that Hornet.
Inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3:29 remaining in the football game. Hounds still lead 32-23.
And the clock should start. And the Hounds need to run. Don't even get over the ball, guys. Didn't start. Why would it not start?
Here's the snap. Give is to Reed. Up the middle. Jadarius just putting his head down, getting around the 25-yard line.
Some more pushing after the play.
Yeah, a little frustration setting in on the Hornets now. Hounds just need to run out 3:15 if we can.
If they'll let the clock run, I think we can.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 7.
Second and about 6 for the Hounds.
We can run the clock down to just at 2.5 minutes.
Bad boy mower collision of the week. We had a couple, Jadarius and Jakeevan both.
Aaron Davis in at the ball game at the tailback. And here's the snap, and the give is to Davis right up the middle. Theron just sticking his head down, getting to the 20-yard line.
And another late hit.
Just short of first down, 3rd and 1.
It'll bring up third down and about 1 yard for Newport.
.205 clock moving, 32-23 our score. 3rd down and 1. Hounds will run another 7 or 8 seconds off, I would assume.
Harrisburg brings the house, and Theron kicks it outside. Theron Davis putting his foot in the ground. Theron Davis. And a late flag. He's going to be brought down around the 7-yard line. The white hat's going to call a block in the back.
4-yard line. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, because it's a live ball penalty, the clock should start prior to the play. Instead of 3rd down and instead of a first down, it's going to be 3rd down and a long way, 16. Make it 11. But he should roll the clock here, and the Hounds could run another 23 seconds off. See if he does. And he did not start the clock again on a penalty, and he says that's my choice all the time. And sometimes, sir, you need to choose to run it.
Hello.
I'll have to ask my good buddy Terry Watson.
3rd down and 12 for the Hounds with 1:40 to go in the football game. Davis up the middle. Now Davis getting outside, stiff arm. Theron Davis got some room across the 20 to the 10, and Theron's going to be knocked out of bounds around the 5-yard line.
Clock continues to move as the ball goes out of bounds.
Let's see what the Hounds elect to do right here. Let me tell you what, the 13-point system comes into play right here. If the Hounds can score, we need to score. Because in conference game, every game you win, you have a maximum of 13 points. With 9, you need to score here. Hounds need to score.
Clock down to 1:14 and moving.
Hounds need to hurry.
Here's the snap. Give is to Davis. Davis up the middle. Theron will be brought down. No gain on the play.
You want to win the ball game. You want to secure, but I'm telling you, in a tight conference race, when the 13-point must system comes into play, it's imperative. I've used that word several times tonight. It is important that the Hounds score here. You want to win the game, and it's probably good enough to win the game at this stage. Hounds can run it down to about 15. It'd be great if we could score. And that comes into play if there's a tie. If there's a tie, a one-way, two-way tie, a three-way tie, a four-way tie, and you get a maximum of 13 points per victory.
Here's the snap, and the give is to Reed up the middle. Jadarius going to stick his head down. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
And we did score.
And we needed it.
13 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 38-23 over the Hornets in what was a lot closer ball game than the score indicates as we await the extra point here.
You know, the Hounds had it down there at the 2-yard line one time and didn't score, though. And
4 or 5 fumbles.
Yes. Hey, you go on the road, you beat a team that's 5-0.
Extra point is up and is good.
Yes!
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 Makes your score 39 Newport, 23 Harrisburg.
Hounds covered a lot of real estate once again.
This is going to be the first game we don't score 40.
Should have gone for 2.
Well, there's 13 seconds left.
You know, I'm sure Coach Hinesley will tip his cap to the Harrisburg Hornets as we do, but I tip my cap to the Newport Greyhounds because they came into a hostile environment and they just, it didn't look like things were going well early, and everything that Harrisburg was doing, they seemed to be doing well. And our Greyhounds just kept plugging, Ben Black. They just kept plugging away, and they're going to win this football game. It's a big, huge conference win for the Hounds.
The great ones find a way to win. Regardless of circumstance, they find a way to get it done, and the Hound team has done that tonight. I'm proud of them.
I'm proud of them too. Tremendous effort by our Newport Greyhounds on the road. And what Coach Hinesley had talked about, he talked about, those games that you're maybe supposed to win on paper, you think you do, and sometimes you just got to battle. You got to battle.
That's the exciting thing about high school football, because you don't know who's going to win.
You do not know.
Another First Community Bank kickoff. Clemmy Alcorn just going to kick it on the ground, and ball's going to roll around and be brought down around the 34.
12 seconds to go right here. The Hounds, there'll be time enough for them to get 6 plays here.
No doubt. That clock keeper. Well, I don't
That's
know. Maybe
a joke.
Maybe 6 possessions.
Yeah.
34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Harrisburg Hornets.
Hounds look to be in a prevent defense here.
And you need to maintain the 13-point lead. At least 13. We're up 16. For tie-breaking purposes, we'll talk more about that next week.
First and 10 from the Hornets. Here's the snap. They're just going to hand it off up the middle. Big hit once again, Jakeevan Davis and Jadarius Reed. And they're going to let the clock roll, and it's going to conclude the football game. Hounds lead at 39-23 over the Hornets.
Bad boy mower collision of the week.
Jakeevan Davis.
Oh, you name it, he's got it. He's got it. Yes, sir. Hounds win this thing 39-23. Ben, I forgot to write down most of the plays. We'll just have to watch the film, look at it again. Don't mind doing that at all. But 39-23 on the road at Harrisburg. Hayden, it was hard fought. It was tough, but the Hounds come away with a victory.
Just coming in this game, you expected a lot more scoring, especially from the Hounds' offensive perspective. But the Hounds find a way, didn't play the cleanest game, and Hinesley will talk about that at the luncheon Monday afternoon. But the Hounds find a way here, and that's key to find a way to win here, especially making a postseason push.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ben Black, final thoughts?
Hey, that's another conference win. Huge for this Greyhound team.
That's right, Michael Henderson. I agree with you. Woo! Yes, sir. A win is a win is a win is a win. Yes, sir. Boy, what a job his young man does. You know, that offensive line, our offensive line does. I mean, they're marvelous. They just great job. Defense was, sensational tonight. And we'll talk to Coach Hinesley and the player of the game coming up next. And but the Hounds win this thing 39-23. And Josh Nason, once again, marvelous job on your camera work. It's just absolutely sensational. Ben Black, Hayden Schultz, we enjoyed it. Till next time, Hounds win it 39-23. And we'll have the coach of the show and the player of the game is up next. George Kell Motor Company player of the game. Look here, a lineman, 62 a lineman player of the game, Justin Simmons, both sides of the football. Talk a little bit about the big victory for the Hounds tonight.
Man, it was big. They were 5-0. They were posting on social media saying insert losing team. They were everywhere, just talking. And so we just came to prove our point.
Well, we did that.
Came to prove our point.
Talk a little bit about your play. First of all, let's talk about offense. We put up enough points to win. We ran some tremendously good plays. You're out there, you're blocking. Offensive line is just gelling. Talk about the offensive line in general. We're playing pretty well right now.
Oh yeah, we've come a long way. I'd say we started off a little iffy. And last week we blocked for 500 and something yards, and tonight I think we did solid. I don't think we've had a lot of flags over the past few weeks, and I think tonight we didn't have any.
I don't think we had a holding penalty one. I don't believe
not a single one.
No, that's a great job.
Not a single one.
Defensively, you made some big stops for us tonight when we needed a big play, and you made some plays for it. Our defense was outstanding. Talk a little bit about it.
Oh yeah, Coach Reynolds, he instills bring that hat. That's it. Just bring that hat. Do your job. Be disciplined and just do your job.
Well,
do your job.
What an atmosphere for high school football.
Yeah. Huge
crowd. Talk about the Hound fans. In numbers, in big numbers.
They showed up. They always show up. I will say they always show up wherever we are. They go and they support. The band played good. They were the fans were rooting us on. Cheerleaders are great. Sideline was going. We were all just good.
It's just a good night to be a Greyhound, isn't it?
It's always great to be. It's great. Every day is great to be a Greyhound.
And the most important thing is the Hounds are 1-0 this week. That's the way we're playing out this schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Theron had said that after game one. We're going to look at it. We're going to be 1-0 this week. That's what we're striving to do. And you got big things down the road, but you can't do it until you do one game at a time.
Yes, sir. You got to focus on that week. You can't go worrying about the next week. You got to worry on what's coming this week.
No doubt about it. No doubt. Hey, listen, I appreciate your effort. I appreciate you're one of those guys that you give it all the way. Weren't feeling well early in the year. Sometimes when you're on both sides of the ball, sometimes you need a break, and you can get a break. We have a rule. We tap out, come out for a couple of plays, and that's okay. You kind of get refreshed. But when you're playing on both sides of that ball, you never get a break.
No.
And it's kind of tough to go every play.
Oh, yeah.
Fun, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's fun. It's fun being able to have to keep your hands inside and drive, and then being able to just do whatever you want with your hands and hit people. It's good. You got to learn how to switch that switch, though. You got to learn how to flip it over.
Yes, sir. Yes. Because you play differently on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
The things that you know. Talk a little bit about Coach Randy Johnson, how he works you guys. You guys have kind of come together. Talk a little bit about Coach.
He showed up this year, and we weren't really sure, about him or nothing.
Right.
He's been, since the first week he's been here, we've been doing new drills, and we've been saying after practice, and it's definitely showing every week. We say after practice extra 30 minutes, and it shows. Until he's happy and Coach Hines is happy,
There you go.
You just got to do your
He's
job.
a good one, I know that.
Yeah.
He's a good one.
He's a good guy.
Our George Kell Motor Company player of the game, Justin Simmons, an 11, a lineman, 62. Was there another Simmons that wore that jersey at one time? Was there? Maybe?
I think there's two.
Well, a couple of Simmonses. Maybe your dad wore that.
My dad, maybe my brother.
Your brother. There was been some Simmons guys play here before. You related to those guys?
Yeah, that's my daddy and my brother.
That's exactly right. Justin Simmons, the player of the game. Appreciate you, my friend.
Appreciate you.
Subway and the Walmart Supercenter brings you the Coach Mark Hasley show at the end of the football game. And congratulations, Coach. The Hounds are 1-0.
1-0, that's right.
Hard-fought victory tonight for the Newport Greyhounds.
Saying anything less than that is not the truth, man. It was a hard-fought game, and that's what I was talking to KT after the game and just telling them that, Harrisburg is everything that they said they were.
Absolutely.
I mean, they come out and really played hard, and we had to find a way to win.
Well, Ben Black said it on the broadcast many times. He just asking about it. And great teams find a way to win.
Yeah.
And we did tonight.
Well, and I always talk about time of possession. That's kind of a thing that we try to hang our hat on. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know the stats yet, but I guarantee you we did not win the time of possession.
I think you're right.
I guarantee that. And for us not to have the time of possession and us to fumble as many times as we did, we really didn't. I'm not going to say deserve the win, but we shouldn't have won. And so for our kids to find a way to win, like you just said, is huge because the grittiness I always talk about, man. I've seen some plays, and I can remember some plays, and hopefully I get to see them on video that we played and had some gritty plays tonight.
Well, there's no doubt that our kids came out and they take the football right down, they drive it down, they score. We could have gotten shell-shocked, and then we fumbled the football. I guess we fumbled the kickoff. Was it the kickoff?
Yeah,
the kickoff.
Yep.
And then they're fixing to go up 14-0. And our kids just bowed their back, and they said, no, not tonight, not going to happen, not going to let y'all get that big
we talked about it before the game. The only offense they could do was what they did.
Right.
They were a little bit bigger than us,
Sure.
and then they overload the side, and we knew it going into the game that they did not want us to have the football.
Right.
And their best defense was going to be their offense, and they just ran the clock, and I'll give it to them because I think we only had like 6 minutes of offense that first half, and I mean, give it to them. They kept themselves in the game with just their style right then.
Well, they did, but I'm so proud of a special team. Got a special teams touchdown, and which was huge in the football game. Monquell's touchdown, and we had the ball. We fumbled down at the 2 one time going in, and but Ben always says those things are part of the game. You get knocked down, you got to get back up. They're part of the game. They're part of the game.
And I agree to that. And all the one at the 2 yard line that he fumbled, that's a kid trying to get a score, and and I agree, and that's the way I'm with it too. Is when you're trying to make a play, and I don't get mad at any fumbles. I really don't.
Right.
I not into their face, but on that play right there, it's a kid trying to make a play. He's trying to get a score for his community, and so when that happens, I said, we got to learn from that, so it's all those little situations, and I just see our quarterback progress, and I see the things I like seeing, and man, it's fun to watch them.
Well, there's no doubt that it was again a great high school atmosphere here at Harrisburg.
It was.
Newport brought a huge crowd.
Yes, they did.
Very vocal crowd.
Very vocal.
Justin talked about the crowd, the cheerleaders, the sidelines. I mean, it was a great night. It was a great night.
I felt like it was very active all night.
Yeah.
I just felt like they were in the game. They were right there behind us, and that kids feed on that. I feed on that. I mean, it's when it's an active sideline, an active crowd like that, you just feel supported, and they did it tonight.
Hounds win the football game 39-23. And you might say, well, it was a little closer than that, but hey, listen, it was 39-23 Greyhounds. We won the football.
That's right.
We earned the victory tonight.
Hey, and I can't say that word even better. That's the word I talked about pregame was earn.
We earned it.
We got to earn respect. We got to earn a win. We got to earn our seat at the table for So everything was about earning, and then our kids earned a win tonight.
Well, that's a wrap with the Coach Mark Hansley shows a great victory for the Hounds on the road, a hostile environment. It's good to play in a hostile environment occasionally.
It is. I like to see us dig out of that. Yeah.
Absolutely, and come back and have a big victory. But each and every week the show is brought to you by Subway in the Walmart Supercenter. Coach Mark Hansley Show. Until next time, everybody, go Hounds.